Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to the community call. Good to see everyone. So, welcome to the monthly Interledger Community Call. So, we do this call every second Wednesday, and this is the place where the community shares the projects that are built on top of the Interledger protocol. This is a great place to get news from across the community and also ask any questions that you may have with the team that is actually working on the technologies. So today we'll begin with our agenda. We'll start with the ILF updates. I would like to invite Alex from ILF. Alex, over to you.
Thank you, Vineal. So the ILF in the beginning of the year is very busy hiring people. Very happy to say that. Chris might have a longer update about hiring, but we are bringing on new people on board in the communication space, in the development space, and in program management. And the second thing on the agenda, or the second thing we're excited about is we have fully onboarded the breakpoint team, and they're going to work on the Testnet for Interledger. They showed me their architecture the other day, and it looks absolutely amazing. And we started designing the interfaces. I think Timea is going to do a little share out today and a longer share out next month to kind of go through what we had in mind for the test network. And I think that's the ILF update.
Thanks, Alex. Chris, would you like to?
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Not a lot to report right now. I know a lot of people are kind of getting back up and working. I will say that this should be an active year for the programs team, including some announcements about some new grantees, some new grant opportunities, and next steps with our current cohort of financial services grantees for the thinking about phase 2. Even in the next opening couple months of the year, but it should be pretty active on the programming side throughout the year. So I'd say look for more updates from us, but nothing too announceable right now, especially on the tech side. I will give a shout out to that we've been on our social media highlighting Tech Tuesdays, just sort of internally for us to think about what kind of messages to send on what days. And we would love a deeper queue of technology updates from the ILF ecosystem. So, you know, any of you all on this call, it doesn't have to be something intense. It could be an interesting tidbit, could be a demo, could be, we're pretty open. So I would say contact me or Julaire or Aisha or Vineal, any of us, all of us. You can just, even if it's like, hey, this is a cool little thing we're doing. We would love to highlight it on Tuesdays, definitely, and then other times as well. So no too much information is too much information. We prefer to be sharing as much community updates as much as internal updates. So there's a little plug for that. All right, back to you, Vineal.
Thanks, Chris. Next, I'd like to invite Timea. Would you like to share an update from Breakpoint?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Timea, and as Alex mentioned, I will give a short update today on the Testnet team, but with a promise of a longer presentation for next month. And so the Testnet team actually started building up 2 months ago, and we finished hiring everyone at the beginning of this month. So we are now 5 people in the team. It's Radu, Rikor, Dragos, Benny, and myself. And we are working on a test playground for Rafiki with Play Money. So we will be developing a wallet for normal users like you and me, and a bank wallet interface for the bank usage, and an e-commerce site. So these 3 are our goals, with the very first main focus on the wallet. we started with building up the workflow charts and discussing a lot about architecture and what frameworks we want to use. We made some final decisions, and we discussed a lot with Alex as well, and he gave the okay for most of them. And until we start actually developing these things, the guys also help out in Rafiki development. And actually, we also started discussing with the designers. So we have some mock-ups of desktop and mobile view. And they are starting to look great. And I will show them in the presentation next month. So I promise you that. And honestly, that is our short update. The team is quite new, but we are very excited to begin working on this, to develop this. The discussions until now were really awesome. And yes, so I guess see you next month with a longer presentation and more exciting stuff, I guess.
Thank you, Timia. And next, I'd like to invite Sabine.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. So Rafiki update. Max, together with the breakpoint team, as Timia just mentioned, is working on the Open Payments Client SDK, and they are, as far as I understood, in the means of wrapping that up. So that should be done shortly. And then Brendan and myself are going through all the open issues that are in the V1 milestone. And as soon as all of those are closed, we'll actually release V1, which I really hope is going to happen end of this month. The one that is still a little bit worrying me is the Tiger Beetle one that looks like it's just one issue, but it has a lot of like individual things that we have to work through. So that's the one that probably is going to take a little bit longer than all the others. The others should not take too long. And then Sarah is working on our admin UI that is coming together nicely and looks great. So that'll be a little extra with our V1 release that wasn't really planned to be there initially. And that is the update. I can post a link to the milestone in the chat, and then maybe you can add it to the notes, Neil, if people want to follow our progress more closely. Thank you.
That would be great. Thanks, Sabine.
As part of the Rafiki update, we are sunsetting Rafiki Money. Actually, we've sunset earlier today Rafiki Money because it was pointing people to a lot of the old stuff, and we have disabled that functionality right now. We're still working through the website to remove any mention of Rafiki Money, but Rafiki Money, the site itself, has been taken down today, and we're gonna put up the new Testnet when that's ready instead of Rafiki Money. But that's gonna be the wallet in the wallet in the Testnet.
Thanks, Alex. Any questions for Timia, Alex, Sabine?
Actually, I have a question for Alex / Timia, and that is, you said you were also working on an e-commerce site, and I know that Omer from FaneBoss has also been working on an e-commerce site. Is that like I think you two were also in the Rafiki call on Monday where he presented that. Is there some overlap, or are you doing something different? Like could this potentially be the e-commerce site?
That is the e-commerce site. That is the e-commerce site.
Okay.
Taking that from Omer's POC and making that work with the wallet as part of a pay with Interledger button. Yes, that is exactly that. Building on Omer's work to make it work with the testnet.
Thank you.
Great. So next, Uche, would you like to share an update from Coil?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Hope everyone is doing well and drinking lots of water. So for Coil, Sabine covered most of the updates, but from my end, Coil is where we're doing our developer website to become Coil open source website. So we would like to feature a couple of Interledger related projects. So if you like your project to be featured, please DM me on the Interledger Slack. And if you have any questions about like Coil API and sorry, what we're doing at Coil, please feel free to ping me. But yeah, the highlight is that if you like to be featured as one of the projects that open source, not open source projects, one of the community projects, please DM me and we can explore ways to make that happen. Thank you.
Thanks, Ruchi. Any questions for Ruchi? Great. Adrian couldn't join the call. He mentioned that they'd be having a load shedding during this time, so he said he'll not be able to share an update. So those are the project updates for today. Any questions or things that you're working on related to the Interledger protocol? If you would like to share, you could unmute and share. After this, we have a short presentation from our community member, Kastiro Malcolm. He would like to talk about his project and get feedback from the community. So before that, if you have any questions or things that you'd like to share, please feel free to. Great. Awesome. So Kastiro, over to you. Please go ahead with your presentation. I think you're muted.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
All right, awesome. So just a small presentation of what we have been working on. You can see the presentation. Hello, can you see the presentation?
Yes, please continue. Yeah.
All right, cool. So microlipa is something that we've been working on. Micro means small. Lipa is a Swahili word for pay. So we are looking at micro payments across the internet. So we are basically building a fintech that's bridging micropayment financial institutions and services to the Interledger protocol and vice versa to unlock a new world. So the current situation we have that one, ILP is something that's new. It's the new kid on the block. One, it has limited network partners. I mean, offhead we have Uphold, we have GitHub. I know Fineboss. I'm not sure about Coil, but they're very limited players on the network. And then it's mainly operating in America and Europe. And of course, there was a call for there was a grant call last year that is trying to promote financial nodes opening up in Africa. We're still yet to see how this works out. But of course, there's a systematic silo of payment service providers in Africa, so there are too many. And then one thing in Africa is that mobile money is dominant, is king. So basically, microlipa is, again, we want to enable small payments for the internet. So we want to power micropayments by making it accessible through the Interledger interconnections and also payment pointers for existing African financial and mobile money services. So we're looking at riding or leveraging off, of course, remittances, payments, and third-party integrations. This is the MVP that we have. It's not yet fully functional. Let me just open one of the sites. Okay. Let me just share the entire screen. You can see my screen?
It's loading.
Okay. So when you come to this is the website, just microlipa.com. So this is the landing page. We're mainly focusing on remittances, but also building other user cases. So when you come to log in, the login works already logged in. So we have 2 wallets. We have the local wallet that is, of course, relevant to the country of origin. For this case, it will have Uganda shillings. And then we have the LPI wallet that will hold the money on your AILP wallet. So again, we just want to enable people to be able to credit their local wallets. So we have different ways of doing that. So you can use your mobile money to deposit the money. So you'll get a prompt on your phone to enter your PIN. And once that's done, then the money will show up here. This is just one of the, we're using Flutterwave for the integration. We're still trying to finalize integration with one of the banks that will make it seamless and in real time. So for now, this is just a demo. So this is not real money. So we had credited the local wallet with 56,000 and also the ILP wallet with that. So you can do the basics like send money. So we have one of the small feature for quick transfer. I already added these guys, so we can send money. So you can select either sending it locally or through to an ILP wallet as well. Amount. Oh, sorry. Then, of course, the normal features of being able to see your transactions. Then we also enable bill payments, also local to where you're coming from. For this case, power, water, solar. You can buy also airtime and data. Again, you can view your wallets. So you can usually, what happens is that once you have money on your mobile money platform that's moved to the local wallet, you can also transfer it to your ILP wallet. And once this is done, then you can send it to anyone else who has also an ILP wallet anywhere in the world. And then also once you receive this money, again, let's say you want to cash out, the idea is also to send it back to your local wallet, and then from there you can cash out through the different methods that are supported in your country. For our case, it can be mobile money or it can be the bank. Yeah, I hope I've covered just the basics, but for now, this is what we've been able to build, and we're still improving it as we also complete integration with other service provider. So take time to visit microlipa.com, look through. Would appreciate your feedback, what we can get rid of, what we can keep, and how we can make it better. So the objectives, of course, for the first launch, one can easily register. You can move money from your mobile money to your local wallet, and then also transfer funds to other wallets on the same network. That's mainly the local wallets, and also withdraw funds back into mobile money. So the second stage, we are looking at creating an ILP payment pointer. Hopefully, I hope we'll get some offers to do some integrations with one of you guys here. Then also transfer funds to other ILP payment pointers, and also being able to transfer funds from ILP to the local wallets, doing withdrawals and also an actual bill payment. So the opportunity we have is that in Africa, we have about, I think there should be 1.4 billion people, of which half of those do not have traditional bank accounts. So that means that over 650 million people are using mobile phones. That also brings about mobile money that are using it for small payments, managing their savings and micro finance services. So Africa is responsible for 70% of the world's 1 trillion mobile money value. And we have over 170 mobile money service providers and aggregators. So the opportunity is big already. Of course, the business model that we are looking at, of course, is one, supporting businesses, fellow businesses, to reach their customers, and also to the final customer or the final user, and also to work with governments. So how do we plan on becoming sustainable? Of course, we hope the grant money, if we do qualify for the next one, would come in handy. But ideally, we're looking at charging third parties the transaction fee or revenue share, depending on what they want to move through our platform. Commissions for reselling digital products, data, airtime, among others, and the normal transaction fees. Then for some products, interest were applicable, especially on the saving and investment ones. So our plan, our roadmap, of course, one is to partner with the network gateway to provide the ILP based wallets, basically API integrations. Then also to ensure that we meet compliance, that's in terms of regulations. We have found a workaround that is not going to make us a financial institution, but we do partner with a financial institution that give us a cover. But nevertheless, there are certain small things, licenses that we need to have in place to do that. Then I am hoping, hopefully by the beginning of Q1, that we shall have launched in Uganda to offer a proper end-to-end service, also on payment. And the goal also is to grow and build the team as well. And we're also looking at developing plugins for internet-based creatives and communities to embed the micropayments into their platform. You will notice that Coil, I think, does it at a browser level. So most of the things that are out there doing it at a browser level. No one is paying attention to actually doing it on a website level, if I might say. And also, there's nothing that's targeting, product-based payments or payment pointers, for lack of a better word. So that is something that we believe that may have potential as well. Then also scaling it to at least 5 African countries, because usually we all have the same way of doing things. So from the community, of course, what we are asking is that if any of you would like to use mobile money as your primary ILP linked financial account, we'd be glad to work with you. Then also, do you have an existing web service that want to benefit from supporting mobile money into the ILP integrations? We're also looking for an incubator partner. So I don't know, Rafiki, Coil, Fine Boss. Unfortunately, Adrian is not here, but anyone out there who might take us on would appreciate. And would you like to help us make this possible? Again, we're running on a lean budget, if I might say. So any help will go a long way. So of course the team is Malcolm. I'm part of it. We have Benjamin, who I hope is on the call. He's the software developer, and also we have Gavin Chait, who has also been instrumental in coming this far. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Malcolm. If any of you have questions or feedback for Malcolm, feel free to share, or feel free to reach out to him directly. Great. Awesome. So we will be sharing the recording of this community call on our community channels. We also have our Slack channel where you can connect with our community, the team, where you can ask questions and share things. I'll share the link to join. So this is our Slack channel. Feel free to drop in and say hello. And we also have our GitHub page where you can find all the things. Please you could start the GitHub page and you can find ways to contribute to it, and you can spread it across your networks. That's it for today. Any final questions, comments before we wrap up for today? Great. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you in next community call. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thanks.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.